Welcome back, guys, to another Storm Games Hearthstone edition. This is another brawl. I believe this is week 4. And this week's challenge is the Great Summoner Competition. Summoners from across the world have come to compete. When you cast a spell, a random minion of the same cost is summoned for you. Basically, it means whenever you cast a spell, not a minion. Whenever you cast a spell, say you cast a spell that costs 2 mana, well then you get a random 2 mana cost minion for you. And so, as you can see, I've figured out a way to kind of guarantee win. I've played probably 20 games, and as you can see, I've won 18 of them. Maybe 22, 23. Roughly, I've played a lot. I've only lost a handful of times, and that's because I was bested by somebody who had more spells or better spells than I did. And it works out, you know, really well. So, what I do, the best I found for this competition are Mage and Priest. I've seen Warlocks that are really good on this, and Shaman and Druid that are really good on this. But usually it's the Mage and the Priests that are really, really good, because they tend to be really spell heavy and not reliant on their own minions. So I'm going to go with Priest because it's what I'm best with. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill up my deck with as many spells as possible. Here, and what I'll do is I'll just type in spells so it narrows all the spells down for me. And we'll just fill the deck up with all the spells I have. Now these are really good ones. Obviously you can't use them till late because you need 10 mana and you only get a total of 10 mana. But what happens is you not only take control of an enemy minion, you also summon a 10 mana minion at random. And these, it doesn't summon from your deck, it summons just random minions from any class. So usually what happens here is you end up getting a legendary summon for you. Now, the way you got to think about this is, yeah, I've got a whole deck full of spells practically here. Every time I cast one of these, it's going to put a minion of this cost in play. So I've got a pretty rounded deck here. Lots of ones, obviously, but here's what we're going to do to counter that. We are going to go into the neutral territory, and let's take out spell. There's 2 ways I've built the deck that worked really well. I could go in and I could fill out with spell damage cards. That way when I cast my own, I get spell damage and it increases a lot of these spells. Or what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go back and we're going to go all the way to the end here, and we're going to get some of these big hitters. Let's get this big guy, let's get 2 of him, and him. He sounds good. He's a legendary. So now we filled out, now we've got these huge hitters. Obviously we're not going to be able to use these right away, but what this is going to do is this is going to put ones in our hand. These are as good as big hitter minions too. So what these are going to do is put these big hitters in our hand late in the game, and we're really going to hit some damage if we don't take them out early. I usually take them out about mid-game. Very rarely do we get to 10 and it lasts very much longer than that. 10 mana. So let's go ahead and get done here. Find us a opponent. Looks like it's going to take a few minutes. Seconds, rather. And we got a warrior.
Versus Garrosh.
unless he pulls out big hitters early,
The light shall bring victory.
we're going to tear this guy apart. So, we've got a lot of minion buffs here. These aren't going to do me a whole lot of good up front. So I'll sacrifice one and see if I can't get another one. Nope. So this is where it gets tricky, because if you don't get something you can play early, and yeah, I got that card's going to sit in my hand forever. So, see, I can't play this because it's not going to... I don't have a card to play it on. But if I played it, it would give me a minion. So it's kind of a catch-22, but you got to have the minion out there first, obviously. So we're just going to skip this turn. Hope he doesn't come out with anything heavy, being a warrior. The biggest deal with the warriors are they can build up their armor if you let them, and it makes it a little bit harder later game because they've built up the armor. See, I've still got nothing to play, which sucks. And unfortunately, you don't get a minion cast for you if you use your summoner spell. And the coin card almost always adds a wisp for some reason. I don't know why, but oh man, he got 5 armor already. That's rough. Okay, this one's gonna give me a card. There we go. And I could add it. Let's do this. See how it's giving me the same amount of... Now, the only downside I've noticed to this is certain cards, the majority of the cards, if they have a battle cry, which is a which is an attack, which is a spell that is cast as soon as you put the minion in play. What happens is it doesn't use that battle cry, so it's a little rough. Let's go ahead and
give me a quest.
This guy. What do we got here? If you have a weapon, give it 1/1. Otherwise, equip a 1/3 weapon. Let's go ahead and do that. And he's going to get 1/1 for every card I play. That's nice.
By the light.
Let's go ahead and take one of his iron from him. See, any of the battle cries we're not going to get, but it's odd being a priest and having an attack. What did he use? This is rare. I've came across a spell-heavy warrior. I might end up losing this because of it. I haven't come across too many spell-heavy warriors. Alright, what do we got here? That's perfect.
Snakes. By the light.
And see, his battle cry didn't even play. And that's the case for most of them. Most cards that are summoned for you, you don't get the battle cry. Now some of them do. It's rare, but some of them do. I don't know if it's a bug in this particular Tavern Brawl or if it's by design, but that's just the way it is. Well, he's just not letting me get anywhere, is he? What do we got? And I got spell damage. That's nice.
By the light.
That helps. That might actually give me a little bit of an upper hand here. Though he's got that Arcane Reaper out. That's gonna hurt.
For the War Chief!
See, and this is gonna be the ultimately be the death of him, I think, in the long run. Ooh, and I got my double. I think because he's focusing on the minions that are summoned and not doing any face damage. So it's I just don't have anything I can summon otherwise. Yeah, I gotta put him out there. At the start of your turn, restore this minion to full health. Okay. So that means he's got to kill him in one shot, which is nice. This minion has charge. I didn't know he had charge. Oh, because duh. Could have done a point of damage there. Alright. This is...
Give that minion. I can't do that.
For the Wilson!
Well done.
Alright, now it's going to make it harder for him to take him out. Now, if I can get to my next turn, I can do this and that, and that's going to give him quite a bit of health. And it's going to make him a pain to deal with. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's going to give him 26 health. Okay, maybe not 26. 16.
Charge forward!
What was that? Alright, here we go. And I'm behind the shield. Nice.
Shields up. Red alert.
So that helped a lot. Him not being able to take him out. Now, my next hopefully has a minion out for me that I can take control of.
I am ready!
Yes. See, now this is going to give me a big upper hand. There's no way he's gonna... I don't see any way he's gonna win this one. Let's watch this. Probably gonna get a legendary here. Oh, Deathwing.
My apologies.
No escape.
Should I play with him? Let's play with him.
I don't have enough mana.
Oh, I can't play with him. As you can see, you just fill your deck up with spells. And when you're a priest or a mage, usually they're minion enhancing spells, which make it really convenient because once you got the minions out there, you can start buffing them up. And when you're buffing them up with those spells, you're making more minions, so it makes it really hard for them to take it down. And when you get somebody like that that focuses on your minions, it's only a matter of time before you're starting to pull out the big hitters, and then there's no way they can compete. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this tip helped. You've only got about 11 hours Probably less. It's going to be way more than less than that by the time I get this posted. But hopefully this Great Summoner competition comes back around as a Tavern Brawl, and you'll at least know what to do then, I guess. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot.